Aloha folks, welcome back to Spike's Breezeway Cocktail Hour. If you joined us last week, we made a cocktail called the Bali High. Tonight we're gonna try something different. Instead of going by the list that we've been going by, we're gonna jump around a little bit here. This cocktail is by the former chauffeur of Laurel and Hardy. How do I know that? Because it's featured in Beach Bum Berry's Sippin' Safari. This particular story is about mixologist genius Mario Houdini Lucinde? No, Liquidini. Yeah, Liquidini. My buddy Hurricane Hayward, the unofficial ambassador of the MaiKai, had to phonetically tell me how to say his last name because I always thought it was Mario Lucinde or something, but it's Mariano Liquidini. He is the Houdini of liquid. Liquidini. Got it? This particular story is about Mariano Liquidini, who is a Don the Beachcomber, mixologist, and innovator. In fact, I think he created the zombie. It's tough to say because Ernest Gant, Don the Beach, took credit for a lot of the cocktails that came out of his kitchen, and Mariano, I think, had a lot to do with a lot of them. So Mariano quit his job with Laurel and Hardy, went to Don the Beachcomber, was a bartender there. I think he ended up in Chicago, and then after that, two business partners wanted to open up what would become the absolutely incredible MaiKai in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. If you haven't been there, that is the Tiki pilgrimage. That's Mecca. That is the highest echelon of a modern Tiki bar doing it exactly how they did it back when they opened in 1956. And I say modern Tiki bar just because it never closed. So it opened 56, Mario Liquidini was creating cocktails there. This cocktail, by Jeff's book, Sippin' Safari. It has all kinds of stories about the history of Tiki, but also personal stories about the bartenders and the people that invented these cocktails. It's so good. Just with everything that Jeff does is incredible. I feel like all these videos are just becoming like a big Beach Bum Berry ad. All right, so for this cocktail, we're gonna create a cocktail called the Last Rites. So Jeff got this cocktail recipe right out of Mariano's personal notebook. You won't find this recipe anywhere else. I mean, I guess unless other people have published it since. But this is a very special thing because this is one of those cocktails that would have been lost forever had Jeff not published it. And that's what makes it so enchanting to me. Plus, I love the MaiKai. I love everything about the MaiKai. I love the drinks. I love what the servers wear. I love that they light stuff on fire in there still. I love that my band has performed there 3, 4, 5 times. I don't even remember. It's a dream gig. The MaiKai is the best. The best, the best, the best. Let's make the cocktail. This cocktail is from 1959. The first ingredient is lime juice. Passion fruit syrup. We'll be using the small hands. A dear friend of mine made me Falernum. So, this is very exciting. It smells incredible. It's super simple to make. Well, I don't know if it's simple. I didn't make it, but she made it. I smelled it. I tasted it earlier. It's perfect. And she doesn't come like from the Tiki world, but she's like, I don't know. I just follow the directions. So, make your own Falernum. And the spirit is a Martinique Rum. So this is the Clement VSOP. Okay, let's get to the cocktail. 3/4 ounce of lime juice. 1/2 ounce of passion fruit syrup. I just love how fragrant that small hands passion fruit syrup is. It's so good. I could just drink a bottle of that. Probably give me diabetes, but man, is that good. 1/4 ounce of Falernum. So maybe we should do a tutorial on how to make Falernum. I'll have to learn first, but eventually I can teach you. They do say to use these vacuum sealed bottles though, and that'll preserve the freshness. Oh man, it's like cloves and nuts and stuff. 1/4 ounce of Falernum. And then this is a heavy drink. 3 ounces of Martinique Rum. There's 2. And another ounce. I tell you, I had no plans on drinking tonight, but I want to make another video, so it's kind of, you know, it's like the hazards of doing the job. Like being a logger. You know what I mean? Like maybe you'll lose your arm. That Martinique Rum is sharp. If you've been following the series, then you know that I've been making my own ice. I've been putting it into my 1950s ice chipper. I got a new thing. I finally went to Sonic. If you're not familiar with what Sonic is like a 1950s drive-in. Not crazy about the food, but I am crazy about the ice. This is perfect tiki cocktail making ice. It's the pebble ice. So what I usually end up doing, give it a few whacks with my squeezer guy. And the bags at Sonic are about $3, and this is probably halfway gone. And you just fill up your glass. And you can see the ice. This is like the pebble ice. This is the good stuff. This is what they use at like the Tiki Tea and all the best tiki cocktail bars. This is what they use. So it's odd. You go into the MaiKai bar at the MaiKai, and there's something funny about the bar. You walk in and you go, man, I know I'm in a bar, but I don't see, there's nobody shaking cocktails, you don't hear blenders going, you don't see people ringing up stuff like on a register or anything. Everything's done behind the scenes. In fact, there's like this little cubby hole that they pass the drinks through. I've been in the cocktail kitchen where they actually make the cocktails on a line, so they'll have several guys back there. So nobody knows what's in each cocktail. They just know that for this particular drink, when it comes down to them, they pour in the rum. Next guy pours in the Falernum. It's really cool. That's the way they did it back then, and they still do it that way. It's possible to make these things happen. Or maybe it's not, I don't know. Talk to Martin Kate, he would know. And you just want to flash blend it, no more than 5 seconds. Now, we're gonna be using a glass from the record label that my band is on, High Tide Recordings. For a record label, they sure put out a lot of glassware. But Vincent and Magda, the owners, have such good taste in vintage inspired stuff that I hope they keep going with it. This is a discontinued glass, but they're releasing a brand new one of these in black and gold, I think. So go to hightiderecordings.com or net or whatever. Go to High Tide Recordings. You can figure out the internet. Buy one of these glasses. They're really cool. Yeah. All right, the Last Rites. We're gonna garnish this with 3 cherries and a MaiKai little toothpick guy from 2016. It's cool. If you can see it, it says 1956 to 2016. Really cool. And a bamboo straw. Ooh, I even have a MaiKai coaster. In fact, this decanter up here is from the MaiKai. So from 1959, the Last Rites. Cheers. Whew. Wow. Wow. The rum, that is a rum forward cocktail. And it's one of those ones where I think either you like Martinique Rum or you don't. I want to like this so bad because of Mariano Liquidini. This is the 3 ounces of rum are definitely in the forefront of this cocktail. The lime juice doesn't do a whole lot to cut the rum. Neither does the passion fruit syrup or the Falernum. It's an interesting cocktail. I could see myself really enjoying this at the MaiKai. Don't know if I would make this again, but this is one of those cocktails that you should make. You should make it. You should let me know either on Instagram or on YouTube in the comments below. Thank you for joining us again for Spike's Breezeway Cocktail Hour. Once again, that's the Last Rites from 1959. I hope you'll join us again. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Leave a little message in the comments below. It really does help out the channel. I hope you're enjoying this series. It's a real pain in the ass to make, but I do enjoy making it. So cheers and aloha.